Hi, this is the Hotbox, telling you that this video might have some sensitive stuff in it, so if that's not for you, then go ahead and click on another video. Otherwise, please enjoy the show. ExpressVPN hates Twitter too, but they'll love you like a father. Click the link and find out how.
Everything's fine, cause the merch in the store is hot, it's burning, it's trending, I'm buying. Everything's fine, cause the merch in the store. I miss that outside where somebody can save me. What's you gonna do with all that stuff? You can wear it or burn it or give it to your dog. Everything is fine, cause the merch in the store is hot, it's burning, it's trending, I'm buying.
Oh, Twitter. Yes, Twitter. That lovely little bird app that stole the hearts, minds, and wallets of venture capitalists everywhere, while additionally stealing years off of the lives of its users. And hating on Twitter is nothing original necessarily. I mean, you're gonna find something to hate about every social media platform, right? Like, you hate the culture of Twitter. I hate the fact that a robot rules me and my colleagues.
Impressive little toy you've got there. But your plan ends here. Idiot! You're not ending our plan. You're expanding it.
But the bottom line is that sometimes a company or an individual or an entity will do something so utterly reprehensible that we can't afford to overlook it. They'll always have a straw that breaks the camel's back, but hey, if they want to run their own genius into the dirt and die fighting on the hill of their own opinions, then so be it. I'll just be the good little soldier and bring ammunition to the troops. So gather around one and all, and let me tell you how Twitter defended child traffickers. Welcome back to the channel, new and returning, young and old. Fans and haters of Twitter, look, we all got the same two brain cells. But if you do happen to be new here, why not subscribe? It's quick, it's easy, just takes a second, and you can always undo it, but it really does help out the channel a lot, so thank you. Fair warning, we're gonna use some safe words on this one like we have before. So, we have soap, our good old friend, we have apple, that's a new one, and we have popcorn, a classic. And let's get right into the article. Twitter refused to remove child popcorn because it didn't violate policies, the lawsuit. Yeah, right off the bat, I fail to see how something illegal on a federal level couldn't violate the policies of your dinky little bird app. But hey, go off, I guess, Jack. The article claims Twitter refused to take down widely shared popcorn images and videos of a teenage trafficking victim because an investigation, quote, didn't find a violation of the company's policies, a scathing lawsuit alleges. And right off the bat, this sentence is hilarious because Twitter's user agreement literally has a section about child endangerment. It very clearly says we have a zero-tolerance policy for child soap exploitation on Twitter. Yeah, welcome to Twitter. We listen to our users. Oh, images of a child in danger? Better keep that up so Jack and all of management can chug their little 2-inch tank engines to that. Give me a break. The federal suit, filed Wednesday by the victim and his mother in the Northern District of California, alleges Twitter made money off of the clips which showed a 13-year-old engaged in soap acts and are a form of child soap apple material or child popcorn, the suit states. The teen, who is now 17 and lives in Florida, is identified only as John Doe and was between 13 and 14 years old when soap traffickers, posing as a 16-year-old female classmate, started chatting with him on Snapchat. Ah, God, it is horrifying. These people will go anywhere to find their prey. They are taking advantage of people so young and leaving lasting trauma and damage on them. If you need to do something that actively leaves trauma on minors just to get something to lasso the old hog to, then I got news for you. You're a degenerate. Doe and the traffickers allegedly exchanged naughty photos before the conversation turned to blackmail. If the teen didn't share more soap photos and videos, the explicit material he'd already sent would be shared with his parents, his coach, his pastor, and others, the suit states. Doe, acting under duress, initially complied and sent videos of himself performing soap acts and was told to include another child in his videos, which he did, the suit claims. See, this is what I'm talking about. They go out of their way to use these people as tools to find more material. That's all these children are to these people. It's just objects. It's It's content for them. Content to fulfill a sick and twisted fantasy. Don't call it being a map. It's not that. It is a sickness, and one that poisons people and future generations, and that's repulsive. Eventually, Doe blocked the traffickers and they stopped harassing him, but at some point in 2019, the videos surfaced on Twitter under 2 accounts that were known to share child soap apple material, court papers allege. Over the next month, the videos would be reported to Twitter at least 3 times. First on December 25th, 2019, but the tech giant failed to do anything about it until a federal law enforcement officer got involved. It's ridiculous. How do you not listen to dozens of users on your platform? Jack, or whoever's in charge of this, I think this goes beyond a my website, my rules philosophy. Put down the king's scepter, get off the throne, listen to the concerned public. Twitter, in the thousands of reports that you received, how did you not listen to at least 1 or 2 of them and realize that there's a problem, right? You had every opportunity to do something right here, and if not every opportunity, if not thousands of opportunities, then at least 3. And it shouldn't take half that many. Doe became aware of the tweets in January of 2020 because they'd been viewed widely by his classmates, which subjected him to teasing, harassment, vicious bullying, and led him to become court records show. While Doe's parents contacted the school and made police reports, he filed a complaint with Twitter, saying there were 2 tweets depicting child popcorn of himself and that they needed to be removed because they were illegal, harmful, and were in violation of the site's policies. A support agent followed up and asked for a copy of Doe's ID so that they could prove it was him, and after the teen complied, there was no response for a whole week. Around the same time, Doe's mother filed 2 complaints herself to Twitter, reporting the same material, and for a week, still no response. Finally, on January 28th, Twitter replied to Doe and said they wouldn't be taking down the material, which had already racked up over 167,000 views and 2,223 retweets. Because, quote, "Thanks for reaching out. We've reviewed the content, but didn't find a violation of our policies, so no action will be taken at this time. If you believe there's a potential copyright infringement, please start a new report. If the content is hosted on a third-party website, you'll need to contact that website's support team to report it. Your safety is the most important thing."
How did they type that with a straight face?
And if you believe you are in danger, we encourage you to contact your local authorities. Hey, brain blast Jimmy Neutron. Maybe they did, and maybe this is another step in them reaching out and trying to take action. I don't know what support member was behind this, but I implore you to just explain where in your judgment process that you looked at this hideous material of a child being exploited, where you looked through your Dorito dust glasses and your Coom-covered monitor and said, "Looks good to me." I just want to know, what do you mean you don't see a problem? See, that's what I'm saying. The teen said, "What do you mean you don't see a problem? We are both minors right now, and we were minors at the time these videos were taken. We both were 13 years of age, and we were baited, harassed, and threatened to take these videos that are now being posted without our permission. We did not authorize these videos at all, and they need to be taken down." He even included his case number from a local law enforcement agency, but the tech giant allegedly ignored him and refused to do anything about the illegal child soap apple material, as it continued to rack up more and more views. Jesus Christ, yeah, great job here, Twitter. Yeah, we don't see a problem with a child, well, 2 children actually, being taken advantage of. And when there is a problem, I just let all the executives go to that nice office with all the tinted windows where all the loud moaning happens. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some papers to shred. God, the distaste, the sour taste, it should be, that this leaves in my mouth, and the trauma that this leaves on the victims, both of these things will not be leaving anytime soon. 2 days later, Doe's mom was connected with an agent from the Department of Homeland Security through a mutual contact who successfully had the videos removed on January 30th, and not a moment too soon. Quote, only after this takedown demand from a federal agent did Twitter suspend the user accounts that were distributing the soap and report the soap to the National Center on Missing and Exploited Children, states the lawsuit filed by the National Center on Soap Exploitation and 2 law firms. This is directly in contrast to what their automated reply message and user agreements state they will do to protect children. This disturbing lawsuit goes on to allege that Twitter knowingly hosts creeps who use the platform to exchange child popcorn material and profits from it by including ads interspersed between tweets advertising or requesting the material. Twitter declined to comment when contacted by the Post. Yeah, newsflash, I'll give the comment for them. If there's ads on a website, the website makes money. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But in this case, always off the back of endangered and exploited children. And that's enough to make you lose your lunch. Say what you want about innocent until proven guilty in any other context, but in this case, it seems pretty open and shut, yeah? And no matter if you're seeing this video 12 hours or 12 years after these allegations have been made, I implore you to share it around. Don't let blemishes like this on a website so easily disappear. Leave this video a like, and if you enjoyed the coverage, why not subscribe to stay tuned for more? Whenever you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your day and an even better tomorrow. I love you, and before you say it back, look in the mirror and say it to yourself. I will see you in the next episode of whatever I make, and until then, this has been the Hotbox. Bye! Mwah.
Have you ever realized there's a reason for these things to exist? That's right, you haven't, because there isn't any.